80% of the matches go 2 periods, two-minute periods. Because each period's a victory. It's 2 out of 3. You're following me there. You have to win 2 periods in a row. So, or not in a row necessarily, 2 periods out of 3. So if you win the first 2, it's usually about 80%. And then, but if it's 0-0, you go to what's called a ball draw. A ball draw. And the red singlet walks over, you know, so all the way to the table, walks all the way over the table, reaches inside a bag, there's a bag there, and pulls out another bag. A smaller bag. And he gives it to the official. Then this guy turns, usually he doesn't even look because he's scared that the ball might come up. And I'm red, he wants red to come up. Because when the referee gets the other bag, he opens it up and pulls out a ball. There's a ball in that second bag. It's either red or blue or green. And if it's red, it's my color, I get to start in what's called a clinch. And basically, I'll tell him one side or the other, so whichever side I tell him, he has to present that side, keep his arms up, and I get to come in here, and he blows the whistle, and I get to drive him down or out of bounds. And I score. Now, the difference is the rules change in overtime than the regulation. So, for an example, during a regular match, if I was in here, and all of a sudden, I start cracking down, he starts cutting the corner around, come the corner, and keep on your butt, stay on your butt. And you lock in your crotch, like Mark Perry always used to do and stuff like that. There's no points yet, okay, in a regulation match. Because both guys can still wrestle and it'll be a scramble. But in the overtime, in the overtime, in the clinch, this guy hits his butt, it's 1. Which, you still don't stop wrestling because you never know. Sometimes, did you hit your butt, or did you bounce off your butt, or did you bounce off your butt and come around and pick the guy up and throw it through the air? If you bounced off your butt and come around and threw it in the air, they're going to say, oh, that was entertaining. I'm going to give this guy the point. So, it's from the mentality of the athletes, you still don't have them stop just because you know when they hit their butt it's a point. Now, as soon as that happened, it's controversy. So, the rules say you hit your butt, that's a point for me. The rules say in an overtime, and this is overtime, so the coach doesn't like the call, he throws a cubicle in, I think. It's either red or green. So I was red, and I really liked I did what I was supposed to do, put him to his butt, but I stopped wrestling like a fool. And then he kept going, he bounced coming around through the air. Whoa! So now they go to this, because you threw your cubicle in, and they look at it, and they study it, and they talk to each other for a while. Then they come back, and they make this decision. And again, depends on how the crowd reacts. So there's a little bit, what I'm telling you is there's some politics. And not only politics, it's just not as clear-cut as you would like it. There's more defined rules in collegiate scholastic, but it can be entertaining. It's definitely nerve-wracking. It's definitely nerve-wracking. It's almost to the point I don't even like to watch it. But it's so nerve-wracking that I like to watch it. Because I'm on the edge of my seat, not knowing what's going to happen. And that's why I like this thing right here, because I'm telling you, I'm going to kick your butt right there, and I'm telling the referee that I'm kicking your butt right there, and I'm not going to be playing the edge of the mat. And this is where we're supposed to wrestle, and that's the way the rules are. They love that type of coaching.